to the 50-yard line, Gina Carter. It's a legacy built by those before us. Co-head cheerleader Morgan Campbell. Senior head cheerleader Tammy White. Indian Spirit Brennan Skinner. PNG Shared Indian Spirit coaches are Lisa So and Candace Whitewood. And now for the 2025-2026 Nederland High School varsity cheerleader. Junior jump-off finalist Peyton Gilbert. Senior social leader president UCA All-American Briley Gomez. Junior Taylor Craig. Social leader, social media coordinator Paige Cunningham. Co-head cheerleader UCA All-American and jump-off champion Pennant Bar recipient Christian Guerrero. Junior social leader vice president Pennant Bar recipient Trinity Huckabee. Junior social leader treasurer Kinsey Roy. Junior Evan Guidry. Senior social leader public relations UCA All-American Bailey Hillman. Senior head cheerleader UCA All-American Channing Francis. Junior Ella Meekum. Senior UCA All-American Juliana Burrell. Junior Allie Bijou. Senior UCA All-American Kinsley Ellis. Senior UCA All-American Addison McGill. Senior UCA All-American Madison Westfall. And your 2025-2026 Big Ned is UCA All-American mascot Lacey Bergeron. Our cheerleader of the week is Channing Francis. MHS cheerleaders are under the direction of Miss Julie DeVilliers. Rose High School song played by the Fort Neches Rose High School Band. Made by Boy Scout troop number 232 of Nederland, Texas.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Indian Presscast. We're live from Bulldog Stadium in Nederland, Texas. I'm Caden Lunsford, joined alongside by my best friend Clayton Profit. It's always great to be with you for some great football.
That's right, Katie. That's right, Caden. The 100th year of Mid-County Madness, and there's no bigger honor than calling this one tonight.
100 years of bad blood, stories that last a lifetime, and absolute hatred for anyone lines up in front of you.
The stakes are as high as ever for PNG, a chance to take down Coach Scott Rich for the first time in his career as the Bulldogs head coach, and for the Indians a chance to stay at the top of the district, get one step closer to securing a home game for round one of playoffs.
PNG is undefeated this season and so far with a 7-0 record with a powerful running offense and a dominating defense.
After some early adversity, the Bulldogs have fell behind to 3-4 overall and 1-3 in district play, putting them at 7th in the race and needing to win out for a chance of playoffs.
Tonight, PNG clearly comes in with momentum and confidence. Nederland will be fighting to break through.
Let's highlight a few key names for the matchup. From PNG, Connor Bailey surpassed 4,000 career yards recently, completing 10 for 173 in that milestone game. Also from PNG, running back Tyson Henry had a monster game versus Huntsville, rushing for 303 yards and 4 touchdowns in a 39-29 victory. From Nederland, they'll rely on playmakers and opportunity. We'll keep an eye on their athleticism and whether they can disrupt PNG's rhythm.
Some strategies to keep your eye on from both sides tonight. Can PNG establish the ground game early with Henry and dictate the tempo? If so, they'll force Nederland into long downs and uncomfortable situations. Will Nederland be able to convert in the red zone chances into touchdowns? They've had some rough outings needing to capitalize, and pressure from the crowd noise. Nederland at home, big crowd, rivalry vibe, mistakes will be magnified. Also watch for PNG's offensive line that can handle the initial rush and whether Nederland's defense can speed up and win the matchup.
The scene is set, a sold-out crowd, the historic rivalry, and both teams aware that tonight's game is more than just one game.
Intensity, physicality, and a lot of swings tonight. 100 years of Mid-County Madness, and the 102nd edition is underway. Resch's kick will roll out of bounds at the 3-yard line. Indians starting with the flag. Will take over with some good field position to start off this first quarter. Indians offense will start with the ball first. We talked about him before the game. Tyson Henry with that big 300-yard game versus Huntsville. 300 yards and 4 touchdowns on the ground. Be looking for a big night and a lot of Tyson Henry on the ground. And a key note for the Indians, the receivers last week, you saw a lot of drops. Can't have many or none of those this week, as every single mistake will be costly throughout the entirety of the game. 1st and 10 from the PNG 30. Bailey gets the snap and off to Henry. Henry right up the middle and a good 4-yard gain before he's met by number 30, Daniel Contreras.
Great way to start this game here for the Indians. As with the 2-headed backfield that the Indians have, we could see upwards 40 carries combined.
2nd and 5 for the Indians. 2 receivers to the near side and 1 to the far here. Bailey, play action. Left side, Golke brings it in at the 40. That will be enough for Indians' first down.
Despite Golke slipping up there at the 40, still able to haul it in. 2 plays and a first down here for the Indians.
Outstanding grab by Golke gets the Indians their first down of the game. Here, play action again. Bailey to the near side. It's Brisboe this time, stepping out of bounds at the 45-yard line. A 5-yard gain and a 2nd and 5 for the Indians.
Run pass option there by Bailey. Great read, hitting Seth Brisboe on the 4-yard gain. It'll be a 2nd and 6 from their own 44.
A slower tempo from the PNG offense to start off this game. Here's 2nd and 6 from their own 44. Bailey gets the snap and down to Henry once again. Up the middle, not a lot of room. Met after just 2 yards on the carry. It'll be a 3rd and 4 for the Indians.
If Tyson Henry could have found a way to bounce that run to the outside, he would have a lot of green grass.
You've seen a lot of Nederland blitz on 3rd down so far this season, but also a lot of pass from PNG. We'll see what they draw up here. We have 2 running backs in the backfield, and Dalen Jackson, the receiver to the near side, being pressed. Be surprised to see a ball go his way here. Bailey steps back with pressure, has time. Benkert over the middle, makes the grab, and he's still up past the 40 and gets brought down at the 34-yard line. First down, Indians, Tice Benkert.
Tice Benkert coming off of a hot game, a 51-yard touchdown last week. And with that catch, he will move into Bulldog territory, first down.
A fresh set and now in Nederland territory. A great grab by Benkert and fighting for some extra yards. A lot of momentum after the grab, just passing that 10-minute mark. Bailey gets the snap, play action, middle of the field. Golke open, downfield, catch made at the 5 and steps out of bounds at the 3-yard line. First down, Indians.
Power come out someplace?
That safety giving Golke a lot of comfort there. Golke getting about 5 yards of separation. Connor Bailey with the dime.
One receiver to both sides. Bailey hands it off to Henry. Henry up the middle and met in the backfield for a loss of 1 yard. It's Jonathan Kelly making his way through and bringing down Henry. Here comes Dawson Guidry in that Wildcat formation.
Like Caden said, Dawson Guidry in the Wildcat formation, needing 3 plays for 5 yards.
Wildcat formation, 2 fullbacks behind both guards and a tight end to both tackles. Henry lined up 5 yards back. the lone running back. Guidry under center gets the snap, tosses it to Henry up the middle, has some room, brought down by his ankles, but he gets to the 2-yard, and it's now 3rd and goal from the 2.
Despite the Golke 30-yard catch, Bulldogs front 7 having a strong stand here. 2 plays and only 2 yards for the Indians.
3rd and goal from the 2-yard line. Guidry under center once again looks to the sideline for the play after the hard count. Nobody jumped.
Marquis, stay ready.
Relays the play to the line. Nederland showing blitz on 3rd. Guidry under center. Fakes the toss, takes it himself up the middle, but stopped in the backfield. A great defensive stop on 3rd down. The tackle made by Landon Mitchell.
4th down coming up. We'll see what PNG elects to do as they talk it over.
Indians aggressive on 4th down on the first drive of the game. Taking out that Wildcat formation and checking in those 3 receivers. Excuse me, to go that 2 receiver set on this. It's going to be Golke to the near side and Brisboe to the far. A tight end to both tackles. Henry to the right of Bailey. Bailey gets the snap off to Henry. Reverse to Golke. He has some room to the outside. Touchdown, Indians. Jude Golke gets 6. The Indians strike first and fast. They go up 6-0.
Jude Golke's 30-yard catch, setting himself up for success as he punches it in with a 3-yard run. Indians strike first.
Stand by, Marquis.
Hudson Bond to snap. Connor Drody to hold, and Eli West for the point after. Good snap, good hold. West Cook right down the middle. The Indians go up 7-0. A great drive after a little bit of a scare right at the end. They lead. 7 minutes, 48 left to go. Right here from Bulldog Stadium in Nederland, Texas.
3, 2.
Hey sports fans, it has been an amazing time here on the sidelines already tonight. We have about just under 8 minutes left here in the first quarter, and it's already been an action-packed game. Almost didn't get the touchdown right there by the Indians, but an amazing play call by Coach Joseph and the crew got us the touchdown there by Judy. We had a helicopter come down and give us the Bum Phillips trophy, and it has just been an absolutely amazing game already. Both student sections are hyped. Everyone down here is so excited to see what happens tonight, and the action will keep on coming. So Indians lead 7-0 now. Back to you, Caden.
It's Nathan Matute on to kick it away for the Indians after the Indians score. Back deep for the Bulldogs, number 4, Devon Marshall, and number 6, Landon Alpo. Kick caught by Marshall at the 4-yard line, no blocks. Makes a guy miss, but Caleb Wynn meets him at the 24 and brings him down. Good return from Marshall, and out comes the Nederland offense. The Bulldogs led by Slade Shepard, the senior quarterback, and Jaden Ned, the man in the backfield on his hip. Played safety last year, saw a lot of him on defense. Mixed him in a little bit two-way at receiver, not too much of it, but he makes the switch to running back this year, and he's done an absolutely outstanding job. Shepard gets the snap and off to Alpo to the outside, but not going anywhere. It's Anthony Flores back there for the tackle for a loss. 2nd and 11 for the Bulldogs.
PNG's defense started off hot with 1 play and 1 tackle for loss.
Second and 10, I formation. Shepard motions Collins to the near side. Gets the snap off to Alpo again to the outside, but not going anywhere. It's Blake Brashers to start it, and Dane Stewart finishes the job. No gain. 3rd and 10 again for the Bulldogs.
As we see PNG playing with some sort of intensity here tonight that we've never seen before. A big 3rd down coming up here for the Bulldogs.
Gesturing the back, motions to the outside. Empty backfield, Shepard looks over the middle to gesturing. Only a 6-yard completion will not be enough for that first down. A 4th and 4. Nederland's gonna have to send out the punt unit. 3 and out for the Bulldogs.
As this sets the scene for the Bulldogs offense here tonight. 3 plays, 3 opportunities for gesturing.
It's Lance Resch to punt it away for the Bulldogs and back deep for the Indians. The man, Dawson Guidry, has been a spark for the Indians all year long. See if we can get a good return on Resch's punt. High and way too short for a Guidry return. A good roll, though. He'll roll past the 30-yard line. He'll mark it out of bounds at the 30. A lucky roll, and the Bulldogs will take every bit of it they can. The Indians lead after their first 2 drives, 7-0, 5 minutes, 28 seconds left to go. We'll have all the action right here on Indian Press on YouTube.
Visit natchez.fcu.org for more details.
Indians offense back on the field here. Play action again, the outside to the far side. It's Golke. Golke can't make his man miss, but he gets past the 35 and to the 36-yard line, a gain of 6 yards. A 2nd and 4 for the Indians. Second and 4, the Indians stay in the 3-receiver set. It's Brisboe to the near on the numbers, Golke in the slot, and Benkert, the lone receiver, to the far. Diaz to Bailey's right. Be a false start on the play. Take away 5 yards and set up a 2nd and 9 for the Indians. Kane Romero checks in for Tice Benkert. An extra tight end for the Indians. Looks like he'll line up at fullback behind Wolford and Hansing. Golke lined up man-to-man on the near side. Same goes for Brisboe on the far. Bailey on the ground for Diaz with some room to the outside. Can't run over the defender, but brings him down at the 36-yard line. Fair gain of 5 on the carry will set up a 3rd and 5 for the Indians.
PNG's ability to give Tyson Henry a break and let Chris Diaz go out there. It's what makes this offense so good. As we've seen the Bulldogs here tonight, on the slot guy, you'll see him back 10 yards off of Jude Golke.
Bailey steps back Henry's way out of the backfield. Has a good block from Hansing. Gets the outside and just short of that first down marker. He'll call him out of bounds at the 38-yard line, 3 yards shy of the first down. Looks like the Indians are keeping the offense on the field. It's Diaz checking in for Henry. Romero checking in for Jackson.
A much-needed 4th down gain here for the Indians. See what they draw up.
Big momentum chance here. Hard count, nobody jumped. Looks to the side for the play. Diaz lining up behind Bailey. Diaz punting it out of that formation, and a great roll on Diaz's punt. Still going inside the 5-yard line, and Golke picks it up at the 2. Executed perfectly by the Indians offense, and Chris Diaz pins the Bulldogs to the 2-yard line. 3 minutes and 36 seconds to go when we come back right here on Indian Press on YouTube.
Life doesn't wait, neither should you. Your health, your life, our purpose at Christus Health.
Here is the Bulldogs offense. They'll line up in I formation on first down from the 2. Here, Shepard fumbles the snap, but gets it off to Jestring, and he goes nowhere. No gain on the carry. A 2nd and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs trying to give themselves some room to work with. PNG's front 4 not letting that happen. As they'll make it right back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a 2nd and 10 from their own 3.
It was Blake Tucker getting in the backfield on the play. Keeps Jestring right where he started. A 2nd and 10 now for the Bulldogs. 2 receivers on the field, both in tight here on 2nd down. Shepard off to Jestring. Jestring to the outside, makes a guy miss. Malvo meets him at the 10-yard line and brings him down. A good run from Jestring, 7 yards. A 3rd and 3 now for the Bulldogs.
5 offensive snaps here for the Bulldogs. 5 opportunities for Landon Jestring.
No Jaden Ned tonight for the Bulldogs. It's been all Jestring. Here, 3rd and 3 for the Bulldogs. Slade Shepard in the gun. Hands the ball off on the stretch to Jestring. Jestring right up the middle and past the 15 for a 1st down for the Bulldogs. New set at the 16-yard line.
Jestring finally showing some life here. Again, 6 plays, 6 opportunities for Landon.
A fresh set of downs and a new formation for the Bulldogs. We just talked about him. Here in the backfield to Shepard's right, Jaden Ned, and to his left, Landon Riley. Double option, Shepard messes up the snap, tries to get it out to Ned, but a horrible pitch, and Blake Brashers almost makes him pay, but Ned recovers it. It's going to be 2nd and 16 now for Nederland.
Also there to hit him was number 35, Jackson Winfrey. The final blow on Jaden Ned. It'll set them back 5 yards. It'll be a 2nd and 15.
Second and 15 for the Bulldogs. 2 receivers, both to the far side. I formation. Shepard off to Ned. Ned up the middle, but it's Turpin there to swallow him up. They'll call it a gain of 2, but nothing much for the Bulldogs. 3rd and 13 now. Gonna have to reach into the playbook here on 3rd down with 50 seconds left to go in the 1st quarter.
Bulldogs just not being able to get their offense rolling here early tonight with only 1 first down here in the 1st quarter.
Third and 13 and 25 seconds left to go in the 1st as the Bulldogs break the huddle. Shepard motions Riley, keeps himself on the play action, throws it out wide, but incomplete. A flag in the backfield, should be holding on the offense. We'll see what the call is.
Oh, Marquis, you're good now. After this play.
Indians decline the penalty on 3rd down, And that will bring up 4th and 13. The Bulldogs are going to have to punt it out of the end zone here. Could be a big opportunity for a score on this punt. A lot of pressure here, kicking inside his own end zone, 1 yard deep inside. See if the Indians can't get it back here.
We'll have Anthony Flores and Drake Goche coming off the edges.
Quick snap and almost blocked by Matute. Hits it a little bit. But Resh's punt is going to get caught at the 44-yard line. The Indians are going to have it to start in Bulldog territory. 8 seconds left in the first quarter, but for now, we'll send it down to the field to Marquis Gasson.
5 point.
Hey, sports fans, the Indian defense came to play tonight. After coming from all that momentum, after scoring on our very first drive, they came and forced the Bulldogs immediately to a 3-and-out. Bulldogs defense did answer back after letting a touchdown go, though, and did force us to 3-and-out. But Chris Diaz had an amazing punt that rolled all the way down to the 2, and the Indians forced another 3-and-out punt and forced the Bulldogs to punt, and we are now still having the ball in Bulldog territory, ready to run into our third offensive drive of the night. So we just ran that first play, and it was a carry by Tyson Henry, but back to you, Caden, to explain it all.
This is the last play of the first quarter. Henry takes the carry, but no gain on it. The Indians lead after 1, 7-0. We'll be back with all the action right here on Indian Press on YouTube. Back on the Indians offense to start off this second quarter. Bailey steps back quick to the near side to Jackson. Jackson makes the grab and gets to the 36-yard line. A gain of 8 yards and a 3rd and 2 now for the Indians.
Dalen Jackson struggling last week with drops and missed opportunities. Right there, getting the 8-yard gain and setting up a 3rd and 2.
Huge confidence booster right there for Jackson, of course, making the grab. His reception sets up a 3rd and 3 now. Indians have the ball at the Bulldogs 36. Nederland showing blitz. Bailey off to Henry to the outside, some good blocks. He gets past Shepard, has some room. Another good block from Brisboe. He's still up past the 20. First down, Indians. Tyson Henry, a monster run. Gets him inside the red zone and a new set for the Indians.
That's what we mentioned here earlier. If Tyson Henry can find a way to bounce it outside, you have a lot of green grass. That's exactly what we see right there.
Some great blocks by Brisboe and Golke there on the carry. Gives him all that room on the outside to work. This O-line to keep it up on the inside in the trenches. See a lot of Tyson Henry, good work tonight. Here, Golke on the reverse again. He might go all the way. A good block from Brisboe in the end zone. Steps out of bounds at the 1-yard line, just short of the end zone, but a first down and a 1st and goal from the inch mark. A great run by Golke.
Indians running the exact same play they got a touchdown on earlier. Bulldogs not making an adjustment, as it appears Jude Golke just reached out at the very last second. He could have had it. Still setting up a 1st and goal from the 3-yard line.
Jude Golke's had his way tonight versus the Bulldogs. He gets the first down, and the Indians have it at the 1-yard line. Brisboe to the far, Golke to the near, Henry to Bailey's left. Gets the snap. Henry up the middle, has some room, bounce to the outside, touchdown Indians. Tyson Henry gets his first of the night. The Indians go up 13-0 after the 2-yard rush.
Jude Golke's run to the 3-yard line sets up Tyson Henry's touchdown, putting the Indians up 2 scores. Still with a lot of time left, 10 minutes, 56 seconds left in the second quarter.
Bond, Drody, and Eli West on for the point after. Good snap, good hold. Eli West kick is good, and the Indians go up 14-0 after the dominating rushing drive. We'll send it down to the field to Marquis Gasson.
Hey, sports fans, and with that amazing run in by Tyson Henry after the same play that got us a touchdown earlier with a great run by Jude Golke, got us to the 1-yard line, and Tyson Henry basically just walked it in. And Eli West on fire as always with another field goal, led the Indians to a 14-0 lead going into the second quarter. We have about 9 minutes left, and we cannot be more excited to see how this game goes. This game is just so exciting. It hypes me up every single year, and I just can't wait to see how it leads. It's a little chilliest night of the year at a football game so far, but it's kickoff now, so I'll send it.
Nathan Matute on to kick it away. You saw that touchback last week in his action. He got to kick it away versus West Fork. This time his kick caught at the 13-yard line. Looks like fumbled. Picks it back up, though. Malvo meets him at the 15-yard line. The Indian side is hype. They'll keep him inside their own 15-yard line. Some huge momentum all on the Indians so far.
Bulldogs take over on their own 17-yard line.
Out comes the Bulldogs offense here, needing a score badly, down 14 in the second quarter. Newby pressing to the near side. Shepard goes play action, looking to the far for Contreras, but incomplete. Nowhere to go. Great coverage by Stewart on the far.
Bulldogs needing a big momentum changer as the crowd over here is dead silent.
You can hear the Indian crowd. Just like to remind you, our mic is on the Bulldog side. 2nd and 10 here for the Bulldogs. The Indians showing blitz on 2nd down. 4 receivers. They'll make it 5, motioning Shepard over the middle. Catch made by Jestring. Makes Brashers miss and still up. Past the 25-yard line, they'll give him the 27. That is enough for a Bulldogs first down. The tackle made by Victor Trevino.
Jestring with a great run after catch, doing whatever he can to keep this Bulldogs offense going.
1st and 10 now after the Jestring reception. It's been all Jestring for the offensive side for the Bulldogs tonight. He gets them a fresh set of downs now at their own 27-yard line. 2 receivers this time on the field, 1 to the near, 1 to the far, 2 fullbacks. Off to Jestring again on the carry, a 5-yard carry, and a good run for the Bulldogs. Set up a 2nd and 5 for Nederland.
Gesturing running with the same sort of intensity that we see in Chris Diaz, fighting for any yard that he can get. It'll be a 6-yard gain, setting up a 2nd and 4 from their own 33.
2nd and 4 for the Bulldogs. Left 2 receivers to the far side, and Riley lined up as a tight end. Shepard keeps himself on the read option. Gets the outside, been met by Valson, slammed to the ground. But a 2-yard gain. He's 2 yards shy of that first down marker. 3rd and 2 for the Bulldogs.
Big 3rd down here for the Bulldogs, trying to keep their offense on the field and get some points up before the halftime.
Third and 2, the Bulldogs need it here. Same formation, Collins in the slot and Summers on the far. Collins motions to the near side. Option again, Shepard keeps himself to the outside with a lot of room. Winfrey meets him at the 50 and brings him down at the 45. First down, Bulldogs. Slade Shepard with a huge run and now in Indian territory.
So you can finally hear the Bulldog crowd get going after a huge run. Finally making their way into Indian territory, 1st down.
Shepard adds some life to the Bulldog crowd, getting him into PNG territory like we talked about. Here, 2 receivers on the field. It's Contreras to the near and Summers to the far. On the stretch to Gesturing. Gesturing trying to get to the outside, but Blake Satcher meets him. No gain on the carry. A big tackle right there by Satcher. Could have been big if he didn't make it. But does stop in a 2nd and 10 here. Good job to slow down that Bulldog offense.
Most definitely, Caden, as if Satcher didn't get that tackle, Gesturing would have had a lot of room to work with. They'll mark him down right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10, the Bulldogs break the huddle. They'll keep that same formation. The receiver to the near side, Malcolm McCreen, and Jackson College motioning to the inside. Here off to Gesturing. Gesturing met at the line, though. He's still up. Breaks a lot of Indian defenders. A good block from McCreen. Up past the 20, still going to the 10 and brought down by Malvo, but a huge run by Gesturing, making 4 defenders miss at the line and bringing them all the way to the 9-yard line. 1st down, Bulldogs.
Shepard's run getting this Bulldog some intensity. Gesturing going 30 yards all the way to the Indians' 15.
I formation, the fullbacks Pomonis and Riley. Gesturing still the running back. He gets it on the dive right up the middle, but slips up in the backfield, and Caleb Wynn brings him down. A loss of 2 yards and a 2nd and goal from the 11.
As this is where the Indians need to make a stand here and turn 7 points into 3.
100% keep them 2 scores away. Gives the Indians a little bit of comfortability heading into the next drive. Shepard gets the snap. Play action. Looking for Summers in the end zone and incomplete. Summers can't bring it in. Great defense by Malvo. A 3rd and goal now from 11.
Like Caden said, Malvo in his right pocket right there. Incomplete pass will set up a 3rd and goal from the 10.
Malvo having himself a night so far in this 2nd half. See if he can keep that up here. I formation for the Bulldogs on 3rd and goal. Shepard under center. Play action, keeps it himself, rolling out right. Good defense from the Indians here. He throws it to the end zone and complete touchdown, Bulldogs. Number 33, Tate Stoker brings it in, and the Bulldogs get their first 6 of the game, 14-6, the Indians lead.
Slade Shepard turning a broken play into a touchdown. Cutting the lead to 1 score here with 6 minutes, 26 seconds left in the second quarter.
Some great defense by the Indians on third down, but Tate Stoker slips in to wherever he can find room and brings in 6 for the Bulldogs. Resch for the point after. His kick is good. Gesturing sets up a Stoker touchdown, and the Indians lead 14-7. Bulldogs to kick away when we come back right here on Indian Press on YouTube.
Credit Union wishes the Nederland Bulldogs best of luck this season. Score points all year long with the Nature's MCU debit card with the card fund. Visit naturesmcu.org for more details. In the Rama Ventures, we know that our success depends on the communities we work in and the people who work for us. In the Rama Ventures is a proud supporter of Nederland athletics and fine arts programs.
Resch on to kick it away for the Bulldogs, and back deep for the Indians, Jude Golke and Ryder McLeod. Looks like the ball fell off the tee right there. Resch will set it back up. Go for another try. Resch boots it into the end zone and a touchback for the Bulldogs. The Indians will start with the ball at the 25-yard line after the Resch kick.
Golf Car Connection, proud sponsor of Bulldog football. We have been your locally owned golf car dealer for the past 35 years. All of our golf cars are American made and all sales and services are done in-house. With our 2 convenient locations in Port Arthur and Crystal Beach. We do rentals for business and refineries as well as your beach vacation. Give us a call for all your golf car needs. Golf Car Connection.
First and 10 from the Indians, 25, Chris Diaz to Bailey's right to start off the drive. Bailey gets the snap. Here's Diaz on the ground for the first time. Gets his carry to the 29-yard line, a good gain of 4 yards. Second and 6 for the Indians.
Bulldogs showing a different look here in the second quarter, sending out an extra guy to help guard Jude Golke. Should give running backs Chris Diaz and Tyson Henry more opportunities.
Golke and Jackson to the near side. Guidry and Brisboe to the far. Here comes Guidry lined up now in the backfield. Bailey gets the snap. Guidry on the ground. Has some room. It's Diaz getting pushed forward from Reeves to the 38-yard line, and a first down for the Indians.
Bulldogs showing blitz. PNG just overpowering the Bulldogs defense. Getting the first down. It'll be a first and 10 from their own 38.
Chris Diaz going to Tyson Henry will wear that Bulldog defense down, and Chris Diaz will go in there, just lay the hammer for the Indians running game here. First and 10 from their own 38. Bailey gets the snap. Here's Diaz once again. Walled up, but getting pushed from that big old line. That's a 3-yard gain, a second and 7 now for the Indians. After the Diaz carry, here's Tyson Henry now on the field.
It'll be number 30, Daniel Contreras there on the stop. Stopping Diaz right in his tracks.
Second and 7 for the Indians. Brisboe on the numbers to the near. Golke, Benkert in the slot. Goki in the slot to the far, and Jackson on the numbers. Bailey off to Henry. Henry has some room. He might go all the way. Nobody's going to catch him. The Indians answer. Tyson Henry, touchdown. The Indians go up 20-7. A huge run. 62 yards for Tyson Henry.
Tyson Henry tallies another one here tonight with 4 minutes, 23 seconds left. A huge momentum shift for the Indians, putting them up 20-7.
Bond, Drody, and Eli West to put the cap on the touchdown. Good snap, good hold. West kick is good. The Indians answer with the 62-yard rushing touchdown. Tyson Henry, second of the night. They lead 21-7. Be right back right here on Indian Press on YouTube.
Hey sports fans, right after our last time we checked out with you, the Bulldogs did score their first touchdown tonight, bringing the score to a 14-7 lead. But the Indians immediately answered back with another amazing, super long run by Tyson Henry to lead the Indians 21-7 with 4.5 minutes left about to go into halftime. So we cannot wait to see how this night goes. And with that, back to you, Caden, for the rest of the action until halftime.
Nathan Matute on again to kick it away for the Indians. It's like an unplanned onside kick picked up at the 35-yard line. The Bulldogs will take that. We'll take over from their own 36. Before they come onto the field, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Cascade Vibration Solutions, Leo Weeks Photographers, Complete Athlete, Farmers Insurance James Carpenter Agency, Maria's Diner, F. Mould Masonry, Gregory Law Firm, Advantage Real Estate, Drody Roofing and Construction, Priority Health and Wound Care, Classic Finds, and the Port Neches Groves Masonic Lodge. First and 10. Shepard motions Contreras to the near side. Gets the snap and off to Ned. Ned, it's going to be play action. He's going over the middle of the field. It's Summers. He brings it in. First down for the Bulldogs. Summers, huge grab. One play and already into PNG territory after the huge pass interception from Cohen Summers.
A much needed momentum shift there for the Bulldogs to get this crowd going. Like Caden said, moving into Indians territory. It'll be a first and 10 from the 40.
Big grab there by Summers here, first and 10 from the 40. Shepard off to Ned for real this time. He's getting brought down at the 36-yard line, 4-yard gain. Second and 6 for the Bulldogs as Caleb Wynn to bring him down.
First we've seen of Ned here tonight. It's been all gesturing here in the first half.
Looks like they might go for more of a split set here. So you saw gesturing that whole first quarter and majority of that second quarter too. Now Jade and Ned here, 3 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Bulldogs break the huddle with a 3-receiver set. Contreras and Collins to the far and Summers to the near. Hands it off on the dive. Double pass. Malvo under it. Interception. Indians have the ball. The return from Malvo. He's going to the outside and he'll step out of bounds at the 33 by Shepard. But Malvo gets it and the Indians get the ball right back. Huge turnover The Indians take over at their own 33-yard line.
Indians take over on their own 33-yard line.
Situation changes quick. The Indians on the field in a 2-minute drill. 2 minutes 50 left to go in the first half. Bailey play action looking Brisbo's way. Downfield, open. Intercepted again. Number 3 brings it in. His return past the 30-yard line. Wolford can't bring him down. Still going past the 20 into the 16-yard line. The Bulldogs get it back. One play. And they have the ball inside the red zone at the 16-yard line.
2 plays, 2 momentum shifts here tonight. It was number 3, Devon Marshall on the interception. Bulldogs will have the ball in Indian territory at the 13-yard line.
Bulldogs take over at the Indian 13.
If you've never watched Mid-County Madness before, that's basically what it looks like right there. Craziness. 2 plays, 2 interceptions. Joseph Malvo and Devon Marshall get one of their own and back on just like that. The Nederland offense. They'll have the ball now at the PNG 17-yard line. Bunch formation on both sides for the Bulldogs here. Jaden, like Shepard takes it himself, getting past that first down marker into the 5-yard line. First down, Bulldogs. Slade Shepard, a 13-yard carry. Now first and goal at the 5-yard line after the rush.
Great read by Shepard to take it himself and get the first down. Bulldogs needing 5 yards on 4 plays here with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left.
Shepard sells it well on the read option. Definitely is a way to start a good rush. The past 2 times, huge first down runs. Up a first and goal from the 5-yard line here. Under center, Shepard gets the snap, tosses it out to Ned. Ned to the outside, good pressure from the Indians. Dane Stewart gets into the backfield. He lowers his shoulder through McLeod, but brought down at the 5. Just a 1-yard gain, but there is flags on the field on the PNG side. Chop block on the Bulldogs, their second of the night. We haven't seen much of those this year. We'll see what the yardage is on the penalty. $15-yard penalty on the chop block. That first and goal from the 5 turns into a first and goal from the 20. Not ideal at all for the Bulldogs.
On the Indian 20-yard line.
Situation changes once again. You're probably about to see all runs right there on that first and goal. Might not be able to do that here on first and goal from the 20. Here, 4 receivers on the field, all manned up. The Indians call a timeout before the play. Excuse me, Bulldogs call a timeout before the play. Didn't like what they saw. It's their first of the half. 1 minute and 55 seconds left to go in the second quarter. We'll be back right after this with the best coverage of Friday Night Football right here on Indian Press on YouTube. Back on comes the Nederland offense here. First and goal from the 20. 4 receivers on the field. Shepard hands it off to Gesturing, still up to the 16-yard line and brought down by Blake Tucker. Clock still moving. That last play was the 2-minute timeout, not a Nederland timeout. Still fresh to the brain, a new rule in Texas high school football.
Definitely helps the Bulldogs as they'll have 3 timeouts with 1 minute and 35 seconds left here in the second quarter.
Tate Stoker with the touchdown reception on that last drive for the Bulldogs. Excuse me, 2 drives before the interception. Back on the field here. He's lined up at tight end to the left side. Collins, the receiver, motions to the far. Shepard hands it off to Gesturing. Gesturing to the outside. Some good blocks. He's still up to the 11-yard line and brought down. It's going to be a 3rd and goal from the 11. Wouldn't be surprised to see an Indians timeout here, but it looks like they're going to let the clock run. The Bulldogs definitely going to take that too and let it run as far as they can before they run the 3rd down play.
PNG just hoping to keep them to a field goal, go up 2 scores into the second half.
Field goal would be nice. Can't be mad at another Malvo interception, though. Held him to nothing on another good drive. Looks like they're going to let the play clock run down all the way to 1 before they call the timeout. 20 seconds left to go in the second quarter. That's their first timeout of the half. The Indians lead 21-7. We'll see if the Bulldogs can score right after this when we come back right here on YouTube. We're back here on Indian Press on YouTube here. 3rd and goal from the 11-yard line. Shepard play action under center, a lot of pressure, throws it away. Nobody near, but no penalty on the play. A lot of pressure from Blake Tucker. Pass is incomplete and brings up a 4th and goal from the 11. Lance Resch in the kicking unit ready to go on the sideline. Coach Scott Rich and the Bulldogs do elect to send them out. Lance Resch on to make it an 11-point game. This will be a 28-yarder for Resch. Snap is good, hold is good. Resch's kick right down the middle. He gets 3 for the Bulldogs, much needed. It's 21-10, the Indians lead. We'll be right back with the kickoff right here on Indian Press on YouTube. Resch on to kick it away with 10 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Back deep for the Indians, Dalen Jackson and Jude Golke. Deep kick by Resch here. Golke on the return. Gets the outside, a good block from Jackson. He's still up past the 20-yard line and brought down at the 27. 3 seconds left to go. See what the Indians elect to do. And just run this clock out with a knee here on the last play of the second quarter.
Most definitely would not be a bad idea for the Indians to go up 2 scores into the second half.
Golke, the receiver, to the near side, and Brisboe to the far. Chris Diaz, the running back, to Connor Bailey's left. Bailey hands it off to Diaz. Up the middle, brought down after a 1-yard gain. It was all Indians in the first half. Tyson Henry, 2 touchdowns on the ground. He set the tone for the Indians. Landon Gestring, a good quarter of his own for the Bulldogs. The Indians lead 21-10. It's halftime, and we'll send it down to Marquis Gasson.
Hey, sports fans, and with that, that is the first half of our Mid-County Madness game. Indians lead 21-7 after 2 touchdowns by Tyson Henry and 1 by Jude Golke right at the very start of the game. We are so excited to keep bringing you all the action, but first we will see a performance by our Purple Pride Band, our Indian Frontline, and our Indian Nets, who have been working hard all week to bring you this special halftime performance, as well as the Nederland Band, their Goldenettes, and their Westernaires. We can't wait to see what they have to perform, and here's halftime.
It is with particular pleasure and profound pride I present to you the Purple Pride of Port Neches Grove, the Indian Band and Indianettes 2025-2026. The performing groups are under the field direction of drum majors Peyton Bryan, Madison Cantrell, Cheyenne Sadler, and Alyssa Trump. Please direct your attention to the field as the Indian twirlers perform their routine to drag me down. The 2025-2026 Indian twirlers are Co-Head Twirler Brooklyn Butler, Co-Head Twirler Riley West, Chloe Blanchard, Evelyn Durham, Madison McBride, Maggie Stoots, Addison Tobias, Sophia Totten, and Kristen Boo. Cisneros. Indian Net directors are Courtney Sixnider, Alicia Burnett, Alicia Absher. The band and Indian Nets will now perform a halftime show, The Fireball. Band directors are Alex Wells, Christy Griffin, J.C. Alexander, and Caitlin Manley. Indian tour sponsor is Tony Hopper. And it's Horns of Cherokee playing. Your Indian spirit this year is Brent Skinner. ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Nederland High School halftime show. Let's hear it for the national champion winning Nederland Westerneers in the field with their traditional grandioso. Your 25-26 social officers are Social Event Coordinator, and Social Media Coordinator, Olivia Bale, Vice President of Team Morale, Parker Show, Vice President of Team Building, Sarah Stein, and President of Action Buildings. There's one of the directions, Jess Blanchard. Tonight, the Western Hills will be performing their signature straight line kick to Born This Way. Justin Hargrave. The towing routines are designed by Rebecca Levy and Melissa Patterson. The Golden Nets are under the direction of Megan Ramirez. Gesturing back deep for the Bulldogs.
We are back at Bulldog Stadium in Nederland, Texas. It was all PNG in the first half. They're up 21-10. Nathan Matute kicks it away. His catch caught at the 1-yard line by Taylor. Taylor's return. Some good blocks and brought down at the 24-yard line. Good return by Taylor. The Bulldogs start with the ball first in the second half. We talked about Jaden Ned before the game. It was all Landon gesturing in the first half. So a little bit of Ned rolled in at the end, but Landon gesturing really had his way, got the Bulldogs inside of the red zone multiple times. Bulldogs not being able to convert. Looks like gesturing is going to start off in the backfield for the Bulldogs here in the third quarter. McCree and Collins lined up to the near side. Here it's gesturing on the stretch. There's flags on the play. He's brought down at the 29-yard line. It's a good 5-yard run for gesturing on the first play of the half. It's going to be offsides on the Indians.
Despite the offsides, great job by Bryson Phillips making his way upfield and setting the edge, allowing every single PNG defender to get some action there on that play.
They do call the offsides on the Indians. It'll be a 1st and 5 now. Same result as the play, just going to be 1st and 5 instead of 2nd. Here's Summers and Contreras check on for McCree and Stoker. And Jackson Collins relays the plays to Shepard. Two running backs, one on each side of Shepard. Here he hands it off to Riley. Riley up the middle, lowers his shoulder. Jackson Winfrey wins the fight. Brings him down. Dane Stewart gets in there too. A gain of 4 yards, though, a 3rd and 1 for the Bulldogs after the Riley run.
Riley running with some intensity, but Winfrey there to meet him.
It'll be 2nd and 1 here after the Riley run. You've seen a lot of Landon Riley with the Jaden Ned not playing these past couple games. They're his first carry of the night here. I formation for the Bulldogs. Shepard, tush push, under center. Doesn't look like he got enough. We'll see what the ref says here on the near side. Looks like they're going to give it to him on the far. Might not be the best spot there. We'll see where they decide. They do give him the first down. It was Slade Shepard on the QB sneak right up the middle. Leo Contreras checks on for Cohen Summers. Fresh set of downs from the Bulldogs, 34. Two receivers to the far and the running back. It's like they motion and gesturing, takes it himself, hands it off to Shepard. Shepard rolling out right. Looking deep, nobody open, just going to have to throw it away. Incomplete. Incompletion results 2nd and 10 now from the same spot here at the 34.
Bulldogs 2 trick plays here tonight, both just scratch plays. That'll set up a 2nd and 10 from their own 34.
So I'll go through the air there on first down. They'll check in another receiver, Jackson Collins. See, that's just to space out the field a little bit, go back to the ground. So they drop here on 2nd down. Shepard hands it, play action, he keeps it, throws it out, incomplete. His pass was intended for Cohen Summers. Can't bring it in, though. A 3rd and 10 now for the Bulldogs. They're going to have to get this one on the first drive. Can't punt it this quick.
As that is now the 2nd player we've seen slip on a route. Summers trying his best to haul it in, but not being able to set up a 3rd and long.
3rd and 10. The Bulldogs break the huddle with 2 receivers. Summers to the near side, Collins to the far. Shepard gets the snap, play action, looking Summers' way over the middle. Pressure from Flores, looking deep for Collins, open, incomplete. Shepard can't complete it to Collins. That'll bring up a 4th and 10. And out comes the Bulldogs punt unit on the first drive of the second half.
Coming off the edge was Anthony Flores, forcing Shepard out, not being able to complete a pass. The Indians will get the ball back with 10 minutes left in the 3rd quarter.
Lance Resch on to punt it for Nederland, and back deep for PNG, Dawson Guidry. Low snap, Resch gets the punt away. A good punt by Resch. Lands at the 18 and rolls back to the Indians 21, but a huge punt pins the Indians back to the 21. 9 minutes, 48 seconds left to go. The Indians offense makes their way onto the field after this right here on Indian Press on YouTube.
Best of luck this season. Score points all year long with the Nature's FCU debit card with reward points. Visit naturesfcu.org for more details.
Indians offense already on the field here. Maybe try to catch the Bulldogs defense off guard. Bailey gets the snap off to Henry. Henry up the middle. Met in the backfield, though, going nowhere. Levi Wright, the first action we've seen from the junior tonight.
Henry the ball carrier. And at the line of scrimmage, Levi Wright. No gain on the play.
2nd and 10, a result of the first down carry. Indians check in another receiver here, Benkert by himself to the near side, and Golke and Brisboe to the far. Bailey looks Brisboe's way. Now to Benkert rolling out right. Has Henry open, incomplete, intended for Benkert. A little bit to the side and out of bounds, a 3rd and 10 now. PNG facing 3rd and 3 and out situation already here.
Carter Bailey had a chance to hit Tice Benkert. Definitely a hard throw thrown off the back foot as it'll set up a crucial 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10, a big situation here at Bulldog Stadium. 2 running backs in the backfield, 2 receivers to the near, and Golke motions to the far. Bailey steps back, looking Golke's way. Over the middle, open. Just overthrown and incomplete. Bring up a 4th and 10. Indians can't convert on 3rd down. They're going to have to punt it away.
Great route by Golke, getting a lot of separation. Bailey just not being able to hit him. The Indians will send out the punt unit with 9 minutes and 3 seconds. Quick drive, and the Bulldogs will get the ball back.
Chris Diaz on to punt it away for the Indians. And gesturing back deep for the Bulldogs. A high punt by Diaz. Goes out of bounds at the 46-yard line. The Bulldogs offense are going to have it in PNG territory. Last time this happened, they scored. We'll see what they can do on this drive. The Indians still lead 21-10. 8 minutes, 55 left to go in the 3rd quarter. We'll be back with all the action right here on Indian Press on YouTube.
Bulldogs take over at the Indian 47-yard line. 5 Point Credit Union, the proud sponsor of Nederland Athletics. You belong here. 5 Point Credit Union.
Shepard takes it himself to the outside. Trevino hits him, but he's going to get pushed out of bounds by Zane Newby. Called no gain. He steps out of bounds at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 now for the Bulldogs.
Number 97, Victor Trevino, playing a big role last week in the win. We'll see him make him play right there. Set up the 2nd and 10.
Bulldogs break the huddle. 2 receivers to the near side, a tight end to the right, and Riley lined up in the backfield here, gesturing. Good carry. He gets past the 40-yard line and brought down. Not before he gets a first down. Fresh set of downs for the Bulldogs.
Landon Jestrick looked like he was shot out of a cannon right there, getting the first down and moving the ball inside the 40-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 37.
Gesturing still moving forward for the Bulldogs, keeping them alive here in the second half. A great night so far. 2 fullbacks for the Bulldogs right behind Shepard, a receiver to each side, and gesturing the back. Hands it off to him right up the middle. Some good blocks by the offensive line, and Turpin walls them up. A gain of 7 yards, though. We'll call it a 2nd and 4 for the Bulldogs.
This is the first we'll see of number 81, Malcolm McCray. He'll check in at wide receiver.
McCray definitely caught a lot of defenses off guard early in the season. You saw him in that Lumberton game, almost got him a score of his own, but no touchdowns in that game. Here, Shepard takes himself. Designed run. He's going nowhere. All the Indian defenders were ready for that one. No gain. 3rd and 4. A big 3rd down here for both sides.
As tonight, the read option has been the bread and butter here for the Bulldogs. Nothing going right there. They'll set up a 3rd and 4.
Got to take a moment to see that one. He just checked off the field. Cooper Benwall was dealing with a shoulder injury from baseball season. Was just going to sit out this whole year to get ready for football, or get ready for baseball, excuse me. And he said he needed to be out here for this one last season here. He's on the field, just checks off here. Shepard hands it off to Ned. It's going to be Gavin Turpin meeting him in the backfield, going nowhere. A loss of 1 yard and a 4th and 5 now. Looks like the Bulldogs are going to be aggressive here on 4th.
Gavin Turpin with a big 3rd down stop. The Bulldogs will keep the offense out there, needing 5 yards to get the first down.
6 minutes and 35 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter here, 4th and 5. Biggest play of the night. Here we go. 3 receivers to the near, 1 to the far. Shepard motions gesturing, empty backfield. Gets the snap, looks to the left side, has a receiver, incomplete. Turnover on downs, and the Indians get the ball right back. Huge momentum shift, and the Indians find a way. They'll take over from their own 33-yard line.
Natchez FCU. Did you know Natchez is the preferred financial partner for Nederland High School? If you're a high school student in Nederland, you can access the Natchez branch for any of your financial needs and use our surcharge-free ATM. Become a Natchez member so that you can access all your benefits and memberships such as Zelle, debit card.
Huge stop by the Indians defense and their offense back on the field here. A big moment for an Indian score. We'll see what they can do. Here, Bailey. It's Chris Diaz on the carry, but he's met at the line. It's Aiden Bodden. Will be a gain of 2 yards, and now a 2nd and 8 for the Indians offense after the Diaz carry.
Okay, gotcha.
Indians with the biggest play of the night going their way, needing a score here in the 3rd quarter. When you're up 3 scores going into the 4th quarter, it's hard to lose a game.
Seen a lot of double on Jude Golke. He looks like he's lined up man-to-man. Might have a little help from the safety here. We'll go Tyson Henry on the ground. Not a lot of room he's met. That's still a good 3-yard gain and a 3rd and 5 now for the Indians. 2 good plays by the Bulldog defense. We need 1 more to get another 3 and out here.
Most definitely, Caden, the Bulldogs making a stand here in the 2nd half.
They're down and 5.
4 receiver look for the Indian. Hansing and Romero check off for Jackson and Benkert. 2 to the near, 2 to the far. They're running back Henry to Bailey's right. 3rd and 5. Bailey motions out Henry, steps back, looking to the middle of the field. Left side, a lot of pressure. He rolls out. Creating time, looking downfield for Brisboe, but incomplete. Another big third down stop for the Bulldogs. Indians are going to have to punt it away here on 4th down in Bulldog territory. They will send out the punt unit. 2 drives and 2 huge stops for the Bulldogs defense, doing their job. It's going to be Kane Romero to punt it away for the Indians. Devon Marshall and Landon Gestring to return for the Bulldogs. High snap. Romero brings it in and punts it away. A good punt after that snap. Fair catch called, but lets it land. And a good roll on Romero's punt. It's going to get picked up at the 24-yard line. Another good showing from the Indians punt unit there, but the Bulldogs take over at the 25. 4 minutes and 40 seconds. The Bulldogs in need of a score. We'll be back with all the action right here on Indian Press on YouTube. And just like that, the Bulldog offense back on the field. Here's Shepard. Read option, keeps it himself, tosses it out. Ball's fumbled. Brasher's running it down, picked up by Newby at the 11-yard line. The Indians take over. Huge turnover for the Indians. They would get possession right back, a huge stop. See what the Indians can do here after that.
Zane Newby there to pick up the ball after the muffed pitch. A much-needed momentum shift here for the Indians. They will get the ball in Bulldog territory at the 13-yard line.
A huge play for the Indians defense, sets the Indians offense up with great field possession here inside the red zone at the 13-yard line. Bailey gets the snap. Here's Tyson Henry on the backfield, gets the outside, has some room. He might go all the way. Touchdown, Indians, Tyson Henry. How about 3? Tyson Henry gets another 6 for the Indians. It's 27-10.
So the PNG crowd goes ballistic here with 4 minutes left. Indians going up 3 scores. Tyson Henry punching once again another one. That's his 3rd of the night. PNG looking to go up 28-10.
Bond, Drody, and Eli West. A good snap and a good hold. Eli West kick, money. The Indians go up 20-10 on a quick score. 4 minutes, 25 left to go in the 3rd.
Hey, sports fans, and with that, with 4.5 minutes left in this 3rd quarter, the Indians will bring the score to 28-10. The Indians had there was a rough few drives by each team for the first part of the 2nd half, but after a great block by Seth Brisboe, talk about being a teammate and holding your guy until you hold the whistle, led Tyson Henry into the end zone right next to the pylon and scored another touchdown for the Indians. Score is now 28-10 with 4.5 minutes left in this 3rd quarter. Can't wait to see the rest of the action. So for the rest of the game, back to you, Caden.
Matute on to kick it away once again for the Indians, and back deep is Marshall and Gestring. Good kick by Matute. Rolls out of bounds after Marshall grabs it at the 12-yard line. Costly mistake there for the Bulldogs. Going to have to dig themselves out of a hole here. 28-10. The Indians lead. Here comes the Bulldogs offense. Landon Gestring has done his thing tonight. A costly mistake on the last drive with the fumble, and the Indians execute on it. Picked up by Zane Newby, and Tyson Henry gets his 3rd touchdown of the night. Contreras in the slot to the near side, and Summers on the numbers. Riley the tight end. Shepard gets the snap, off to gesturing. Ryder McLeod brings him down. Met with Blake Brashers and a loss of 1 yard, 2nd and 11 for the Bulldogs.
No one there to block Ryder McLeod. He meets him right in the backfield. Tackle for loss. We'll call it a loss of 2. It'll be a 2nd and 12.
Comes in from the 3rd level right there and brings him down. 2nd and 11 now for the Bulldogs. I formation. Shepard under center. Steps back. Looks to the near side for Summers. Tipped and picked off. Bryston Phelps brings it in. The Indians with another turnover on defense, and they'll have the ball inside the 20 once again. All Indians defense, they get the ball right back.
PNG at the Bulldog 18-yard line.
Indians offense once again. Bailey off to Chris Diaz right up the middle. Only a gain of 1 yard, a 2nd and 9 now for the Indians.
With PNG up 18, we're going to see a lot of run.
2 yards on the play, 2nd and 8.
Be sure your camera's good. It looks close.
Second and 9 for the Indians here. Motions in Benkert to Chris Diaz again. Has some room, a good block. Lowers his shoulder and runs through that defender and brought down at the 10-yard line. 3rd and 2.
PNG inching closer to once again another score as they'll bring out the heavy set with Dawson Guidry.
Saw a lot of Dawson Guidry those first couple games of the season. It's been slowing down lately. We'll go back to that under center formation with Guidry out there. The fullbacks behind both guards and a extra tackle to each side. Guidry gets the snap, fakes the pitch. Good blocks from Matney. Right into the end zone. Dawson Guidry gets himself 6. Everybody's eating tonight. The Indians are up 34-10.
The Indians tally on another rushing touchdown as it is 5 on the night here for the offense. Indians just running away with this one, going up 34-10 with 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter.
Dawson Guidry had to find a way to get himself his time. A perfect draw up right there. Indians up 34-10. Here's Eli West on for the point after. Good snap, good hold. West kick is good, and the Indians up 35-10. 2 minutes 16 left to go in the 3rd quarter.
Hey, sports fans, and with that, it is another 35-10 score with another touchdown scored by Dawson Guidry that time. And like I said, after their very first drive this game, the PNG defense is on fire. They just got 2 fumble recoveries to get another, to lead their team in Bulldog territory to get another touchdown. Cannot wait to see how they go, how the Nederland offense responds to having 2 fumble recoveries, 2 drives in a row, and I cannot wait to see how this game goes. We have about 2 minutes, just over 2 minutes left in this 3rd quarter. Back to you, Caden.
It's Matute on again to kick it away for the Indians. His kick caught this time at the 10-yard line. Here's the return from Marshall. Wynn finds him and brings him down. Huge play. Him and Anthony Flores there to bring him down at the 20-yard line. You saw a lot of them tonight. Anthony Flores making the tackles. We got a report from a really good source before the game that Anthony Flores was going to have a big night because he was praying the rosary right before he went out on the field. Just a great guy, an absolute great guy, having a great night so far. He deserves it all. On comes the Bulldog offense here at the 23-yard line. We'll start an I formation, the pistol formation here. One receiver lined up on the near at Summers. Hands it off to Gestring. Gestring met at the line, though. He's going down. He looks like he's still up on the play, and he's brought down at the 20-yard line. They do give him forward progress, though. Looks like he was still fighting and got out of the tackle. They do give him that 1-yard gain, a 2nd and 1. It was Blake Tucker there to meet him initially.
Bulldogs needing to get this air attack going, being down 4 scores here late in the third quarter.
McCray and Collins, the two receivers, both to the near side, and Riley, the tight end, to the left tackle's hip. Slade Shepard rolls out to the right side, has McCray open, catch made at the 29. He's still up, spins off of Malvo. He's still up past the 45 and brought down to 50 by Dane Stewart. First down, Bulldogs.
Just like we were talking about, got to get the air attack going, and that's exactly what they do there.
McCray playmaking there on first down. Slade Shepard found him, and he just spins off of a couple Indian defenders and gets the ball into Indian territory. Here it is, first fresh set of downs, 1st and 10. Shepard under center. Gets the snap. Here's Gestring on the dive right up the middle. Hit hard and brought down after a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 for the Bulldogs.
As with each run, this clock is going to keep moving. With 40 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Bulldogs go to that 3-receiver set, checking in Jackson Collins for Tate Stoker. McCray lined up to the near, Collins and Contreras to the far. 2 running back set. Here's Shepard, hands it off to Riley. Going nowhere, Bryson Phelps brings him down. No gain, 3rd and 8.
Bryson Phelps there to meet him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a crucial 3rd down here for the Bulldogs.
Huge play by Phelps, and that'll be the last play of the third quarter. Nederland had no answer for the Indians in the third. 35-10. Tyson Henry and Dawson Guidry get themselves work. Heading into the final quarter of the 102nd edition of the Mid-County Madness Bum Phillips Bowl. We'll be back with the best coverage of it on Indian Press on YouTube.
Sports fans, with going into this fourth quarter, I just wanted to give a huge thank you to everybody watching at home. We have so many fans, and I know there are so many of you watching from all over the state, maybe even all over the country, and we just want to give a huge thank you. Huge thank you to every business, every restaurant, every place who is streaming this game for hundreds of people right now, and I just wanted to give a great shout out to all of you and a great thank you to everyone watching, and we just love you all. So just wanted to start off this quarter by saying that.
Bulldogs,
back to you,
empty
Kate.
backfield set. Shepard steps back, looking to the middle of the field, will take it himself. Has some space, but brought down by Stewart after a gain of 5 yards. He's 3 yards short. Here's a 4th and 3 from the Bulldogs. They're going to have to go for it here. 4th and 3, the Bulldogs needing this one. Could seal it right here for the Indians if they make the stop. Here, I formation. Collins to the near, Summers to the far. Shepard under center, gets the snap, off to gesturing, man in the backfield. Balin Valson, he's going nowhere. A loss of 2 yards, and the Indians get it back.
Huge tackle for loss there made by Balin Valson. Indians will get the ball back with 11 minutes, 11 seconds left here in the 4th quarter.
Three receiver set here for the Indians offense. We'll just go to Henry on the ground. Some good blocks. He has some space up the middle and brought down at the 46-yard line. Call him a yard shy of that first down marker. 2nd and 1 for the Indians.
Indians front 5 just overpowering the Bulldogs here late in the 4th quarter.
2nd and 1 now for the Indians after the Henry run. Golke and Brisboe bunched up to the near side and Benkert to the far. Bulldogs showing blitz play action for the Indians. Golke open, over middle, down the field, targeted, overthrown, and complete. No problem, though, for the Indians. It'll be 3rd and 1 here as Dalen Jackson checks on for Jude Golke.
Most definitely, like Caden said, 2nd and short, Indians like to try the deep ball. Not being able to go their way, only needing 1 yard to get the first down.
Definitely gives you a big chance there to just heave it down the field. Just results back to a 3rd and 1 here. A little bit of stoppage on the field. Realign the ball a little bit. Back to action here, 3rd and 1. Just 2 receivers on the field. Jackson to the near and Brisboe to the far. One-on-one to both sides. Bailey gets the snap. He'll go to Henry. Some good blocks up the middle and past the first down marker. That will be enough for a PNG first.
Tyson Henry being able to pick up that first down, and this clock is rolling. About to hit the 10-minute mark here in the 4th quarter. Going to see a lot of Henry and Diaz mix match.
Bulldogs stack the box here on first down. Bailey off to Henry. Henry with a lot of room. Could it be 4 for Henry? He's going to go all the way. Touchdown, Indians. Tyson Henry. Run it up, Tyson, all the way. 41-10, the Indians lead big.
Tyson Henry takes it 43 yards to the house, and like Caden said, 4 on the night for Tyson Henry, putting the Indians up 41-10. 9 minutes and 50 seconds left here in the 4th quarter.
Somebody stop that man. Tyson Henry, his 4th of the night. Here's Bond, Drody, and Eli West, though, for the point after. Good snap and a good hold. Eli West. Money once again. The Indians pulling away here. 42-10 and 9 minutes, 50 seconds left to go. Here's Marquis Gasson.
Hey, sports fans, and that will lead to another Tyson Henry touchdown. He has had so many tonight, and it blows my mind, honestly, just how good this kid can be, just as a junior. I can't wait to see what happens to him in the future and where he ends up going, because I have a pretty good thought that he might take his game to the next level and not just end it in high school. And this game is starting to look, honestly, kind of not good for Nederland right now. And for the 100th year of Mid-County Madness, might just be another PNG win.
Nathan Matute to kick it away again for the Indians. Same two, Marshall and Gesturing back deep for the Bulldogs. Marshall on the return here from the 1. Good blocks from the Bulldogs. They'll stop them, though, at the 16-yard line. Before the offense comes out, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Cascade Vibration Solutions, Leo Weeks Photographers, Complete Athlete, Farmers Insurance James Carpenter Agency, Maria's Diner, F. Mull Masonry, Gregory Law Firm, Advantage Real Estate, Drody Roofing and Construction, Priority Health and Wound Care, Classic Finds, and the Port Neches Groves Masonic Lodge. For the rest of the game, we're going to head it off to the next generation, Lawson Gary and Carson Stafford.
And myself, Lawson Gary, and Carson Stafford are back at it. We'll see a gesturing run up the middle. Looks like he'll gain 1 yard on the play. That'll bring up a 2nd and 8 for the PNG Indians.
Look at us, Lawson. The PNG rookies are back, Lawson.
We sure are. We'll see Shepard under center, gesturing in the backfield, one to the near, one to the far. Shepard gets the handoff, hands it off to gesturing on the outside. Looks like he will get tackled by number 12, Zane Newby. Looks like he'll gain 6 on the play. That'll bring up a 3rd and 4 for the Bulldogs. Excuse me, 3rd and 1 for the Bulldogs. Big play here. Indians keep doing what they are doing tonight. They will get another stop on a big 3rd down. Looks like we'll have 2 receivers to the far, none to the near. Running back in the backfield, Shepard gets the handoff, hands it to gesturing. Looks like he breaks tackle in the backfield. Number 3, Ryder McLeod. Another big 3rd down stop for the Indians. Love to see it.
And we've seen this so many times by the PNG defense, just obliterating the offense, stopping that run. They are like a brick wall out there, Lawson.
They sure are. That'll bring up a 4th and 6 for the Bulldogs. Look like they will punt it. You would think that they would have to go for it to get back in this game, but they will send out the punt team. Could see a fake. Looks like the freshman, Gavin Jones, checks on the field. Short punt. Bounces straight up in the air. Looks like it will be touched at the 37-yard line. That'll bring up the PNG Indians offense. PNG Indians, not the best first half, but they come out in the second half and just dominate. Tyson Henry with a 4-touchdown game. Reminds us of the game he had against Huntsville. Just an amazing game he's had. Looks like Christian Montgomery will be the running back on this drive for the Indians. Golke and Jackson to the far. Benkert and Brisboe to the near. Bailey gets the snap, hands it to Montgomery up the middle. Looks like he will be tackled at the 45-yard line. That'll bring up a 2nd and 7 for the Indians.
Montgomery on the carry for the Indians. Pick up the 3 yards on the play.
PNG Indians keeping their starters out there. Usually when they're up by this much, they will put in the backups, but they just want to keep on dominating after what happened last year. Joseph wants this one. Connor Bailey steps back. Looks for Jackson and out deep. Oh, Jackson just misses it. Great throw by Connor Bailey. That'll bring up a 3rd and 7. Jackson wide open. Just missed it.
And PNG tonight not doing the best on those deep throws, not being able to convert it, and I hope they can get it back.
We'll make up a 3rd and 7. Two receivers to the far, none to the near. Connor Bailey gets a snap, play action pass. Rolls out, looks like nobody's open. Just launches it out to Brisboe. Oh, just missed it. That'll bring up a 4th and 7. Looks like Bailey had no receivers open right there. Looks like the PNG offense will stay on the field. Excuse me, that is a 3rd and 7. Don't know why I thought it was 4th down. That's my bad. We'll see what they do here.
Defensive holding.
Looks like there was a penalty on the play. That'll bring him up 10 yards, a holding on the defense. That'll bring up a 1st and 10 for the Indians.
On the Bulldog, 45-yard line.
Bailey gets the snap, hands it to Montgomery. Looks like he will get tackled by Daniel Contreras at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of 1 yard. That'll be a 2nd and 9 for the Indians. Looks like they're just chewing the clock here, knowing they have this win secured.
And, you know, PNG, game's not over yet, but we can kind of assume loss, and it's not going to look so good for the Nederland.
Bailey gets the snap, passes to Golke. Golke makes a move inside, still up on his feet. Takes 4 men to bring him down. That'll bring up a 1st and 10 for the Indians.
Good for an Indian 1st down.
We'll see Golke check off, Guidry check on. I formation for the Indians. Ben Curtin, Brisboe to the far. Excuse me. Connor Bailey gets the snap, passes to Dawson Guidry for 5 yards. That'll bring up a 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
Dawson Guidry on the reception for the Indians. Pick up a 6 yards on the play. 2nd and 4.
Bailey gets the snap, hands it to Montgomery up the middle. He keeps pushing. He might have a 1st down. And they do give it to him. No, they don't. That's a 3rd and short. Just inches away from getting that 1st down. Could see the Wildcat formation here with Dawson Guidry having a touchdown in this game. Nice little trick play to put him in the end zone. Looks like they keep out Connor Bailey as the quarterback, and Guidry is to the near at receiver. Good to see a Montgomery run up the middle here for a first, and that's exactly what they do. And he will have enough for the first down. That'll bring up a 1st and 10 for the Indians.
And that is something we have seen a whole lot by the Indians tonight. Able to get those first downs and just push through that D line.
I agree, Carson, especially with the offensive line that they have, just being able to take 2 people at one time and just push to get those extra yards. We have 2 receivers to the far. Guidry and Brisboe. Bailey gets a snap, hands to Montgomery. Montgomery has a little room to run. Looks like he's about 3 yards short, 2 yards short of the first down. It's a 2nd and 2 for the Indians. Looks like we'll see the sophomore Jake Ashworth check on the field. Great to see him get in the game on varsity.
2nd down and 3.
See what he can do here. Looks like we'll have Guidry to the far, Cormier to the near. Ashworth gets a snap, hands it to Montgomery up the middle. Almost broke a tackle to go score, but just short of the touchdown. But that will be a first down for the Indians.
And Jake Ashworth, one of the younger guys on the team. I mean, you have to admit, it is a dream to play in Mid-County Madness football.
Looks like we'll have 2 receivers on the field, 1 to the near, 1 to the far. Montgomery as the running back, Ashworth quarterback. Ashworth gets the snap, hands it to Montgomery. Looks like he'll take it. Looks like he scores. Jake Ashworth getting in the end zone for a touchdown. Like the little read option right there. He saw it and he got it.
And the crowd is on their feet. Jake Ashworth, a sophomore. Oh my goodness.
First game on varsity, first touchdown. Not a better way to start it right there for Jake Ashworth. Congratulations, man. Bonds to snap, Drody to hold, West to kick, number 67. Drody gets a snap right down the middle, Elijah West. Just dominating at the kicker spot, just putting him right down the middle every time.
He has not missed a single kick today, Lawson. And now you see the Nederland fans packing it up, going and starting their cars. And Indian Nation still on their feet, supporting their team, not leaving.
Matute to kick for the Indians. Matute, short kick caught by number 3 at the 10-yard line. Looks like he has a hole to run through. Great return by number 3 down at the 40-yard line. That'll bring out the Bulldogs offense for a 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And Lawson, at this point, it is just a matter of will you quit. They're just going to keep pushing, trying to get points on the board until that last whistle.
Nederland Bulldogs with a lot of young kids, a bunch of talent, just the PNG Indians, just better talent. a bunch of seniors. The Bulldogs will be good in the future. Just a young team, a bunch of young players. That'll be another guest string run, just running his tail off this game. A lot of good runs by him. Looks like if we get a 4-yard gain, it'll be a 2nd and 6. Like I said, Nederland, they do have a bright future. A bunch of young kids with potential. That'll bring up the 2-minute warning.
Here with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter, this game is looking a lot like last time PNG played here at Nederland. The score is 49-10. So far, a dominant ball game for PNG. Was a little slow in the beginning, but we started picking up. We scored a lot in the
We are back.
second half.
Bulldogs offense steps on the field. 2 minutes left
So
to go
far,
in the fourth quarter.
really good game for Tyson Henry. He has 4 touchdowns on the night, which is insane. Connor Bailey with some great throws.
Looks like the Bulldogs were confused right there. Number 5, Gestring picks it up. Looks for room to run. And he's down 10 yards back. That'll bring up about a 2nd and 20. We'll see what they give him.
Wow, I don't even know what happened on that play, Lawson.
Did not look like they knew what they were doing on that one. And that is a third down and 20 yards to go for the Bulldogs. Could see him just launch one up here if they're still trying to come back and win this game, or we'll see a run or a kneel. Shepard hands it off to Gestring up the middle. Oh, and he is gone. That'll be a Bulldogs touchdown. Would have helped them earlier in the game. We have 56 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. Bulldogs 16, PNG Indians 49. That'll bring up their extra point team for the extra point.
Amazing run there by the Bulldogs, but yet too late in the game. If they would have done that sooner, it would have been a whole different ball game.
Rush to kick, 22 to hold. Right down the middle. Great kick by the kicker right there. 49-17 with 56 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. Had a close game for a while, then the PNG Indians just came out with fire on that second half, scoring 5 touchdowns. I guess PNG just wanted it more after what happened last year, upset.
And when we think about Mid-County Madness, we think about the #1 rivalry in Texas, one of the top 3s.
I agree, Carson. One of the top 3s in the country. Just a big game. As you can see, all the fans here to watch this game. Rush to kick, Golke and McLeod in the back. Looks like Golke will catch it and go out of bounds at the 7-yard line. That'll bring up the PNG Indians offense. Believe that they will take a kneel for the win with 55 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter.
And PNG coming here, taking care of their business and getting out. PNG stays undefeated in this season.
Looks like we'll see the offense step out there one last time. Ashworth gets the snap, hands it to Jerry up the middle, tackled by number 30, Daniel Contreras. Almost a safety. He brought him all the way back. Well, it looks like he'll count him down at the line of scrimmage. A little forward progress right there. We have 40 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. Nederland will just let the clock run down. They lost hope. They're just letting the Indians win this game.
And overall, it was a pretty good game, Lawson, wrapping up Mid-County Madness 2025.
That'll be a gain of 2 on the play. That'll be the last play. PNG Indians 49, Nederland Bulldogs 17. Amazing game by the Indians as you see them rush the field. That's a PNG Indians victory. And I hope y'all enjoyed watching. And Carson Stafford, who are you going to give the player of the game to?
Me personally, I'm going to have to go to Eli West. I mean, come on. He did not miss a kick tonight.
I agree. Great night by him. But I'm going to give player of the game to Tyson Henry. Just so many great runs. 4 touchdowns. What a game he had. And that'll wrap it up for a PNG Indians win. We hope y'all enjoyed watching this game on Indian Press. And we will be back next week at Montgomery, against Montgomery, playing for the #1 teams in the district. Whoever wins will be the district champs. That'll be a game that you do not want to miss. We hope y'all enjoyed watching tonight. And we'll be back next week. Good night.